Welcome to the church show. We have a cool video for you this week. We're going to continue talking through Jesus' parables, and today we have a cool one for you. It's called the parable of the wheat and the tares. It is found in Matthew chapter 13, and we'll begin reading in verse 24. Listen up. Jesus presented another parable to them, saying, "The kingdom of heaven may be compared to a man who sowed good seeds in his field. But while he and his men were sleeping, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and then went away. But when the wheat sprouted and bore grain, then the tares became evident also. The slaves of the landowner came and said to him, 'Sir, did you not sow good seed in the field? How then does it have tares?' And he said to them, 'An enemy has done this.' The slaves said to him, 'Do you want us then to go and gather them up?' But he said, 'No, for while you are gathering up the tares, you may uproot the good wheat with them. Allow both to grow together until it is time for the harvest. And when the harvest time comes, I will say to the reapers, first gather up the tares and bind them in bundles to burn them up, but gather the wheat and put it into my barn.'" So this is kind of a long story. What's going on here? Let me break it down for you. We have a farmer and he's sowing seed, right? He sows wheat. We love wheat. Wheat is what you make bread out of. It's what a lot of people make noodles and stuff out of. It's what we get rice from. Ooh, so good. Love me some bread, especially sourdough bread. Ooh, I love sourdough bread. My mouth just started watering. Anyway, but you can make a ton of stuff with wheat. You make flour with it, and flour, you use that to make biscuits. You use that to make cake. You use it to make pie crusts. Wheat is everything. It's so good, so good. It's the basis for so much of the food we eat, right? So he sows seeds to grow wheat so that he can make bread and cake and cookies and all the good stuff we like. But he has an enemy, a bad guy, who comes in at night, and he sowed seeds for what they call tares or bad weeds. Have you ever helped your mom or your dad or maybe your grandparents pull weeds from the flower bed or the garden or something? Yeah, they brought all these seeds with all these bad weeds in there so that the weeds would mess up the wheat. And so the workers come, and it says, well, should we go ahead and just pull all the weeds up? And the farmer, he says, no. Don't do that, because you might accidentally pull up all the wheat too. And we want to keep the wheat. We don't want the wheat to go away. Okay? So he says, let it grow. And when it comes time to cut it all down, to bring it up to harvest it so that we can take it to the barn, and then we can put it through, and we can make the bread, we can make the rice, and we can make the cakes and all that stuff out of it. When we do that, we will separate the tares or the bad weeds, and we'll bundle them up, and we'll take them over and we will burn them. But we'll take the wheat and we'll put it in the barn. All right. So what does this actually mean? Now, I got to tell you, I have a bunch of friends, right? I have all kinds of friends. You've met some of my friends in these episodes. You've met Merritt. You've met Reagan and Noah, Pastor Zach, but today I'm going to introduce you to some of my other friends that you might not know. You see, I have this guy who's a big time hunter. He's my friend. I also have a scientist friend. I have a pirate friend. I have a Viking friend, and yeah, I even have a friend that's a hippie. Kind of a weird guy, but hey, you know, we're still friends. And I love all these guys, right? Jesus says to love everyone and make sure that you sow good seeds onto them, okay? And so that's what we're supposed to try to do. We're supposed to try to sow good seeds into all of our friends that we come into contact with. What's a good seed? Tell them about Jesus. That's a good seed. Tell them about Jesus. Tell them how much Jesus loves them and wants to be with them. Tell them how if you love Jesus and do things for Jesus every day, you're saved. You ask Jesus into your heart and you promise to love him and follow him and serve him and work for him every day. And that is what we call salvation. And they can have it too. They need to ask Jesus into their heart. And again, what does that mean? What does it mean to ask Jesus into your heart? It means I promise to love God and follow him and serve him every single day. So let's meet some of these friends and let's see if we can't help them understand what it means to actually be a follower of Jesus. Jedediah Bodine at your service. Let me tell you what, boys and girls, I've been in church all my life. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, Jedediah, old Bodine. The Bodines known on down there at the church now. I'll tell you what, Bodine, we got a long history being down there at the church. My great-great-granddad built that church with his own two hands, laid the carpet, made the pews in the sawmill, everything. He and his brother actually painted the walls over there, and his aunt stained the glass that's in the windows down there. Yeah, oh yeah, Bodine's got a long history down there at the church. Yeah, Bodine. I don't go that much no more. I try to get over there for, about Christmas, Easter, and all that time. But man, got strong family connection to the church. Strong family connection to the church. I love Jesus. I know all about Jesus. I know everything there is to know about Jesus. All the stuff the Bible says, tell you everything you know. But I only go over there about twice a year. I just kind of got more stuff to do than know how to get done. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough to just come to church. Not gonna make it. What's wrong with you? I'm Bodine, Jedediah Bodine. We got strong family ties at church. I don't know why. What's wrong with you? We have to do everything we do for Jesus. Ain't nobody never did tell me nothing about that right there. I'll tell you what. I don't know about that. That's news to me. Cotton Graybeard here. And let me tell you, I've been a good person all my life. I gave up pillaging and plundering many years ago. Never hurt anybody anymore. Never steal anything anymore. Of course, I stole so much stuff that I don't really have to anymore. So it's just one of those things. I'm just living off my riches now. Yes, oh yes. Don't have to worry about pillaging and plundering anymore. It is a thing of the past for me. I decided all that stuff is no good. It's no good. No good at all. Don't need to do that. That's not what Jesus wants. So I decided to be a good person. A good person. I figure this is the way to get to heaven. Just be a good person, do the good things, and you're good to go. It's not enough to just stop doing bad things. Not enough. Well, no one ever told me about that. We have to do everything we do for Jesus. You have to actually do things for Jesus every day. Nobody told me that. Dr. Dietrich here. Yes, I believe science is the answer to every problem we have. Everything can be proven with science, and I have made it my life's work to make sure everything is proven with science. We do not need church. We do not need religion. We do not need a God. We have science. Science is everything we need. Science will prove everything we need to prove. You can examine it yourself and find out for yourself that science is good for everything. That is all we need. We just need to study science and let everything else fall into place. It will be proven at the end of time, if there is going to be such a thing as the end of time. Technology keeps improving. Perhaps we can prolong such an event as a catastrophic end of time type event. Yes, science is good. Do not need church, do not need God, do not need the Bible. We have science. It's not enough to examine the evidence and look for every little detail. Oh no, it appears the science was not correct. Science actually perhaps supports that there's more about God than there is about not God. We have to do everything we do for Jesus. I think I was wrong. And now I'm not sure what's going to happen. Hey man, all you gotta do is just be nice to people. You know, let the spirit vibes flow around you. Just peace, man, peace. That's all you gotta worry about. Just keep the peace. We don't ever have to make a stand. We don't ever have to worry about it. Just peace, man, just peace. Just be peaceful with each other. Let the good vibes roll. And all we have to worry about is just keeping the peace, man. We don't ever have to worry about telling people they're wrong. We don't ever have to worry about telling people about Jesus or hell or heaven or God and all that Bible. So just keep the peace, man. It's all you got to worry about. Don't worry about anything. It's not enough to just be peaceful. Yes, just keep the peace. We have to do everything we do for Jesus. Oh, wait, you mean we were actually supposed to stand up for Jesus? Oh man, I thought we were just supposed to keep the peace. I thought we were just supposed to be peaceful people. You know, just focus on the good vibes all around us and stuff, and just let it be happy all the time, just so long as we were feeling the goodness, you know, flow around. Nobody told me I actually had to stand up for Jesus. So there you go. You've heard from a whole bunch of different people today. I hope this helps you understand that when it's talking about wheat and tares, what it means is Christians and people that aren't Christians. Good Christians, people that are not good Christians. Right? It's not enough to just come to church. It's not enough to just be a good person. It's not enough to just stop doing bad things. It's not enough to examine the evidence and look for every little detail. It's not enough. It's not enough to just be peaceful. We have to do everything we do for Jesus. Everything we do for Jesus. If we do that, then just like that farmer brought the good wheat into the barn, Jesus is going to stretch out his hand when we die, and he's going to say, "Welcome home, my child, well done. Now let's go. And let's live in heaven together forever." Really cool stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Church Show. We'll be back again next week, and we'll see you there. Goodbye.